Aloha and welcome to Knitted Paradise, where the needles are clicking and the yarn is squishy. My name is Lucia. You can find me on Ravelry and Instagram as Pearl of the Pacific. So welcome to everyone, and I have a lot to show you this week, like a lot. It's kind of insane, the amount of stuff that's over here. So I'll try to blaze through it and show you everything. Let's start with Blow the Conch shell. We have the August knit along going along. We have, I think there's like 8 entries, maybe, yeah, 7 or 8 entries. So you have a very good chance of winning. And the theme is back to school. So anything that reminds you of going back to school, anything you knit for you or your child or sibling that's going back to school, anything that is like a new technique that you're learning, or a class you took, or something like that. And next month, so I guess I'll be drawing for that next week, so you have a week to get your finished object in. And the way you do that is you post a picture in the FO finished object thread on Ravelry. There's also a chatter thread if you want to post in progress photos or talk about things. Next month, September, we're going to do vacation theme. So anything that reminds you of vacation, maybe a project you started on vacation, maybe yarn you bought on vacation, maybe a colorway that reminds you of one of your favorite vacations or something of that sort. So prepare for that. And then October is my 1-year podiversary. Yay! And so I thought instead of doing, I think a lot of people will be doing Halloween knit-alongs, and so I thought I'll leave that to other people. But what I thought might be fun is a swap. I just participated in a swap. I've participated in a few, and I really enjoyed it. And it's really fun to knit things for other people and also to get, yarny things in the mail as a surprise. So I'm asking you, is that something you're interested in? I'd be willing to organize it. We could do either secret swap or not secret swap, depending on, and maybe some ideas for themes. I have no idea. I was thinking about it on the way drive home today, and I came up with 20 themes, and I couldn't decide on any. So whatever you think. Or maybe, you and your partner pick a theme and do it that way. We can be flexible. So let me know either in the Ravelry thread, or if you want to PM me in Ravelry, that works too. So let me know what your thoughts are. Awesome. All right. That's it for announcements. That was a lot of announcements. On the island, I have a bunch of things. I'll start with what's on my lap. I have my Expanding Community socks, which are by Megan Williams of the Stockinette Zombies. And they're out of Knitted Wit in Frosted Cedar. I don't remember the base. I think it's just their fingering base. Oh, wait. I have the tag. Oh, hair in my mouth. Let's see. It's just their fingering base. It's 100% superwash merino. And this is it. It's kind of turning out stripy, which is fun. I did knit probably about that much today, and that's about all I've done. So I've gotten past the heel, and they're coming along. So hopefully this will be finished soon. I usually knit my socks so that the cuff is at least as long as the foot. I like long cuffs, so I might do them a little longer. We'll see. But those are in my Yarn Pop owl bag. And yeah. Ta-da! Alright, next up we have my Gryffindor Hogwarts scarf in my Kicks and Giggles Harry Potter bag, and that actually got a bunch of attention yesterday. That's where I was yesterday, and that's where I am now. So about a stripe and a little bit. So that's been good. Coming along. have to roll it up just so that it fits in the bag with everything else. So pretty soon it may not fit in there anymore. But I have, I think, 7 repeats on that. I'll probably go till 17, 18, something like that. I think I have 15 on mine, and this one's for my husband, so I'm going to make it a little longer. So, what my husband just handed me here is a game we played yesterday. It's a Lego game. As some of you may know, we're big fans into Lego here. And that's when I got inspired to work on the scarf. I worked on it while we were playing this game. And the way it works is you are little Lego characters in here, and you have to go to the different classrooms and collect your homework and get back to your common room, basically. And it's really fun because you roll a die, and either you can move you can slide things around, or there's one, if you play with Dumbledore, he can help you out by showing you where secret passageways is. There's also a Marauders map that can help you jump somewhere where there isn't a pathway. It's really cool because you can add rules. They give you extra characters that either you can play as, you know, Harry Potter or Hermione or Ron Weasley, or you can use them to move around the board and give you special things. So it's really fun for kids and adults. We had a lot of fun yesterday playing it. And it's a lot of flexibility because you can add rules to make it more complicated, or you can just play it very simply. Thanks. All right. Slight detour into gaming. What's next? We'll just keep going online here in front of me. I have my Madonna beach bag, which I actually knit on while at the beach yesterday. And that's how much I've got done on it. Not a whole lot. But it's coming along. It's getting pretty big. I've started doing some decreases. I'll make it a little taller. I'm trying to use up as much yarn as possible. This is Barocco Pure Pima in Key Lime and Jojoba or Jojoba, which is a nice yellow. So I've still got a bit of yarn left. I do still have the strap to do, but it's coming along. All right. Oh, I forgot to mention the Hogwarts scarf is Cascade 220 in maroon and goldenrod, I think. Yeah. If ever I don't mention what yarn it's in or a colorway or something, look in the show notes because it's always there. I just sometimes forget to mention it on air. All right, the last thing that I worked on was my Magrathea shawl by Martina Baim, out of 3 Irish Girls Bamboo Cotton Fingering in Chameleon, which is all tangled up in its yarn right now. Come on. And I have 28 repeats done. This is the front, right? Oh, come on. There we go. So I've got 28 repeats done. Oh, that's what's happening. The end got... Anyway, I'll deal with it later. But it's coming along. I still have a ton of yarn left. So I'm going to keep going and see how many repeats I can get. She gives a percentage of yarn you should have left over for the border. So, and I'm still way beyond, like, I have tons to go before I get to that, so I'm good. And that's in my Homespun House Horsey bag. So those are the 4 things I worked on this week. Except for the item that I made for my Lord of the Rings swap partner, which I won't show. I don't think she watches or anyone else watches, but I'll save that just in case. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I had this idea in my head of how it was going to work, and I had to take few patterns and combined them, and somehow it magically worked, and I think it turned out really well. So I really hope that she likes them. Along with I had a really fun time putting the swap package together, and I hope she likes it. I got my swap package today, so maybe we will. That's the only thing that's set sale this week, but I did get some good progress in some of my other things. So, but I can't show that because I mailed it off today. But I did get mine in the mail today, so we'll do that. I'll show it very quickly. It was a mini swap, so it's just some small things. I got a hat. It's a beret. It's the Hues of Lothlorien, which I knit for my friend a while ago. And I always kind of intended to knit one for myself and then never did, so I'm kind of excited about this. Ta-da! There we go. Something like that. I never know how to wear these things. I often do my berets like this. I know, really stylish and weird, but that's okay. I got some teas. Let's see, I got 2 kinds of tea. And I got some chocolate. I am lactose intolerant, and so I like really dark chocolate because it doesn't have milk in it. So I don't get incapacitated with stomach aches. So I may or may not have opened this already and had some. Just saying, it was delicious. And the other thing I got is this really pretty thing. I'm not quite sure what it is yet. But if you notice right there, I don't think it will focus. You can see the fellowship. You've got a pony, and you've got Gandalf, and you've got, I think, the hobbits right there, and so I think that's really cool. I'm pretty happy. I'll probably frame this, like, ooh, hair in tape. Not good. I don't know. I think it's just it's from Etsy. Illustrations by Amanda O'Brien. So if you wanted to check it out, I guess her Etsy shop is Doodle Button. So if you wanted to check one out for yourself, I think it's really cool. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but it's cool. All right, I'm going to take this off because it's warm in here, or it's going to get warm. I turned the AC off so that there wouldn't be a ton of background noise, but that means it's getting a little warm in here. It's been really humid lately. This weekend the weather was gorgeous. I went to the beach, as I mentioned, and knit on my bag. And but the humidity has just been insane. So that's why I mailed my swap package out a little late. That's why I got mine, but I just mailed mine out today because I was waiting for my thing to dry because it was so humid. All right, going down the list. We did that. On the horizon, I have, last week I asked you all to tell me which yarn I should knit my Tan House Burke shawl out of, and this is the one that won. It's the Apple Tree Knits yarn in Rainy Day. Yeah, Rainy Day Gradient in Plush DK, and that's Apple Tree Knits. So I'm really excited to start that. I might, I want this light color up at the top, so either I'll pull from the outside of the ball or I'll re-cake it so that I can pull from the inside. I might just pull from the outside, that's fine, but I'm really excited. I'm going on a work trip this week to North Carolina for a training. I'm going to help train someone else, and I'm going to take this with me, so I'm really excited. All right. So that's on the horizon. From the mainland, there are a lot of things, so prepare. First of all, let's start with what came first. I was contacted by, let me make sure I get this right, Stephanie of Stitchcraft Marketing, and here I have her card. She asked me, she works with a bunch of different yarn, needles, all sorts of different companies. That's her card. And to do reviews. So she contacted me and asked me if I would do some reviews of some products. And I said, sure, why not? So this is what she sent to me. She works, one of her clients is Knitter's Pride, and she asked me, you know, what Knitter's Pride things I would like to try out. And I told her I have a set of the interchangeable Novas, but I've always wanted to try the cubics and the carbons. So she sent me a set of cubics. So this is them. They're in a shiny case, which is kind of cool. And I'll show you this case. It's really awesome. This is a much nicer case than I got with my my Novas. And so it's not a full set. It's size 6 through, what is that, 11? Yeah. So that's 4 millimeters through 8 millimeters. And they all come in these like slidey things. You can slide them out. And this flips out, and behind it there's a pocket where you can keep all of your cords. So I'm really impressed with this case. It's a much nicer case than came with my my Novas. So I'm really excited to try these. I think I'm going to try them with my Tan House Brick Shawl. So I'm really excited. And I will let you know how they work. I haven't tried them yet, so I was waiting to show them to you. All right. The other thing, oh, she sent me some samples of Euclin Wool Wash. I actually got a whole bunch of them. Ta-da! And there's all sorts of different scents, I guess you could call them. And I'm excited to try this out. I've been using Soak, which I know a lot of people know very well. Cat found a bug. It's pretty funny. He's chasing a fly. Anyway, these are really perfect for traveling or, you know, sending with someone who wants to wash some woolens, because they're little travel size packs. So I'm excited to try those. I have been using Soak, which some people have noted that it often makes the colors bleed, which I have noticed. And so I tried it when I wash things in Soak. I wash them in cold, cold water. And although some of the color bleeds out, it tends to not soak into other colors. Like if I try to wash darks and lights together, or similar colors together, but if I have, you know, a variegated sock, I don't want it to all become muddy. Or if I have like my TARDIS sock, which is dark blue with white windows, I wash that very, very cold so that the blue or the black doesn't bleed into the white. And so far it's worked. I haven't tried these yet, so I will let you know how those work. And she also sent me, running out of places to put this, some Rapture, which is this fragrant balm. It's jasmine, which is a new scent, I'm guessing, out from them. There was also a wool wash in the same scent, and I'm loving this. I love the smell of jasmine. It is very strong, so if you don't like strong scented things, this may not be the scent for you. But I love it. It just comes in the tin like this, and you just kind of rub your finger in it, and then I just kind of rub it along in my hands, especially the ones that get a lot of use when knitting. And it soaks in fairly quickly. It does leave, you know, I put some on this afternoon at work, and it's soaked in by the time I went home. But it does, you know, it stays there for a night. It provides a nice protective film for a little while, and then once it soaks in, you can't feel it at all. I mean, you can feel that it makes your skin feel lovely and smells nice, but it is very strong. That's one thing I have noticed. So that's it, Rapture by Euclid. And it is natural or vegan or vegan. So if that matters to you, then cool. I like natural things. I'm not a vegan. I tried being vegetarian for a very long time, and then I just wasn't getting enough protein. And so I started eating meat again. And I love meat. Meat is good. I'm just picky about my meat. That's all. So that's what I got from Stephanie of Stitchcraft Marketing. And I did that package, and then we'll do this package. There's a lot of packages this week. So I placed an order from Little Skein a while ago, and I finally got it. Ta-da! I've been wanting to order things from her for a very long time, so I'm very excited about this. So I got, we'll start with the little things. I got a set of stitch markers in a tin, which is this adorable little rabbit or bunny holding a little heart. This is Little Skein in the big wool, handmade in San Francisco. And it comes with little stitch markers. And I got the set of stockinette zombies. Little, I guess they're either cats or bears, or I don't know what they are. They're very cute. And this is not going to focus. Maybe. Anyway, for those of you who watch the stockinette zombies, you know what these look like. And my camera's being silly. And then it comes with just some plain ones. So these can mark, you know, the beginning of your round. And then they've got some without the dangles, they're just the round thingies. And I got those in a tin. I also got a set on a card that gives you 10% off your next purchase. So there's some stitch markers you can choose if you want them in the bottle with the cork, or if you want them on a card, or if you want them in the tin. So these ones I got on a card. And these are the Pensive colorway, which is a Harry Potter inspired thing. There we go, that'll focus. And they're nice blue and silver. Really pretty. And so those came in this nice little thingy. And now we get to the project bags. I haven't opened them yet. So, all right. So this is one I special ordered. This is the Stargazers bag that came out. It was part of a kit that she had a while ago, and I never got around to ordering the kit, and so I asked her if she had any more of that fabric, and she said she had some. She didn't have enough for a full bag, but she had some of the big print fabric, and would that work? I said, yes. So, ta-da! I got a bag. And I love it. It's absolutely fabulous. It's got the little, I mean not little, it's big, bunnies looking at the moon, which is a little knit moon. And on the inside, there we go. There's little man in the moon faces, which is adorable. So I am really excited about these bags. I've discovered that I really like the zippered wedge bags. I really do. I like the shape. I like the openness of it, that I can get into it. So I'm going to put my Tan House Book shawl in here. Ta-da! So I got that bag. And while I was stalking her shop during a recent update, I saw that she had a bag in this fabric, which was also part of a kit that she had out a while ago, but I guess she had some left over, and made a wedge bag from it. It's the Amy's Treehouse, which is just adorable. It's got these little knit little tree houses, and it's so cute. Oh, I didn't know it was on the inside. I love this. Look, there's little leaves. Isn't it pretty? So, I'm really excited about these two bags. And so now I can cast on more things, right? So those are my two new bags. That's it for that. Yeah, that's just the invoice. And while we're talking about bags, I've decided to destash some of my bags that I have that I like, but I don't love them. They're not my favorites. I tend to not use them because they're just not my favorite type of bag. I've realized through using different types of bags that I really like the zippered wedge bags, and I don't particularly care for the drawstring bags. Unless they're, you know, big drawstring bags. Like this is a big wide opening, and so I can see into it. But some of the... Ooh. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for that little interruption. I had to answer that phone call. So I was talking about some bags that I'm going to destash, just because I don't use them anymore. They are fantastic bags. I love them. They're just extra. So I'm offering them to you first if you are interested. If you would like either or both of these bags, please contact me via PM on Ravelry and let me know. So this is the first one. You've probably seen me. I've used them for a couple projects, so they're not brand new, but they are in excellent condition. They're very well made, and they are both actually from Slip Stitch Studios. Ooh, there's the, you can see the tag. And they're little bicycles. And it's a flannel fabric, which is really fun. It's really soft. And I love the inside. They're not really reversible. Well, you could reverse them. But they have pockets. There we go. Just on that one side, they've got two separate pockets here that are great for little notions or extra pieces or whatever you feel like putting in there. And this is the sock size bag, and it's a drawstring, so that's what it looks like, and it's got a handle, which are great, and this is one of those locking things so it doesn't slide. And that's bag number 1. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to sell these for, but I think this one I'll probably sell for $20, and this other one I'll probably sell for $30. Plus shipping. So this is the other one, and a little sad to let this go, but I don't use it as often as I would like, and I think someone else would enjoy it more than I would. So this is the Doctor Who themed bag. That was one of her special Bag of the Month bags, and it also has the pockets on the inside. Turn it inside out, kind of, so you can see the pockets. The fun fabric pockets, and the bottom is this really sturdy canvas, and it's a pretty good size, and it's really tall, and it also has one of those locking drawstringy things. And also, to go with both of them, actually, I have matching needle nooks, which you've seen that I use a lot. They're great for keeping your stitches on your needle so they don't poke, and so they don't poke through the bag, and keeping notions in here. So if you're interested in this with the bag, they're available to sell with the bag. If you just want the bag, that's okay too. I'm okay keeping these, but I thought since they go together, I also have a matching one for this if you're interested. But just wanted to make that an option. So contact me via Ravelry if you are interested. And I won't talk on and on about those. All right. One more thing I got in the mail from the mainland is I won a contest. That's right, I won a contest. I never win anything, maybe once a year. So this is my one for 2012 or 2014. 2012, what year I'm in. I won one of the contests of the Knitting in Circles podcast. So they sent me a button along with some self-stripey yarn. Yeah. So this is made by Little Dye Works. It's self-striping sock in the nature colorway. And it's brown and green and this, I want to say like a cream, but it's a little orangier than that. The colors are pretty accurate even though my camera doesn't feel like focusing. You get the idea. I'm really excited about these. They may become socks for my husband, I'm not quite sure yet. But I love them. So that's what I got. I think it's the last thing I got in the mail. What's next? Stitches. I got more yarn and stitches. And I told you I would show it periodically throughout the week, so I'm going to show you some more. And these are mostly things that I got to knit things for other people. Now you aren't going to focus back here, whatever. So I got some, I'm just going to go right into it, some Mrs. Crosby. And this is Satchel, which is a single ply fingering weight. And the multicolored one is Varied Bunting. And this one is French Chambray. I'm going to say that's what it is. And I bought them to knit a shawl for my mother. And because she likes reds and blues. So this is a variegated deep red and deeper reds and then teal. And this is a nice slate blue. That's pretty accurate. So I'm going to put them together and knit her a shawl of some sort. Not quite sure what yet, but these are very much her colors. So I'm going to knit her shawl out of that. The other thing I got from my mother is this little guy, because she really likes owls. And this is from Lan Art, and it is a felted alpaca owl, which is adorable. So that's you. Ooh, there's a little thing to hang him. So you could use them as an ornament or just hang them wherever. So I really liked that little guy. And let's see what else. I got some Miss Babs Cosmic hand painted yarn. And this is Fraser, Fraser. And this is a dark green, just a nice dark green, for socks for a friend of mine. One of my best friends used to poo-poo the idea of knitted socks until I knit him a pair, and now every year all he wants for his birthday are knitted socks. So this year I didn't even ask him what he wanted, I just asked him what color. He said dark green, so these are going to be his birthday socks. His birthday's in December, so I've got a while. I got some holiday yarns, Super Sheep DK in Nora's Water Dragon. And my niece is named Nora, and so I'm going to knit her something out of this. It's grays and greens and this bright blue teal burgundy sort of color. There it is, Nora's water dragon. So it's really squishy. She lives in Florida, so I don't want to knit her warm weather things, so I might knit her a toy out of that. And the other thing, say I've got one more booth, a few more things. I went to No Makers. That was definitely on my list of must go tos. And what I was looking for was some Ginny Weasley in her house gnome socks. And I have a Ginny Weasley costume, which I've talked about before. It's what I knit my Gryffindor scarf for. And so I wanted to get some Ginny Weasley yarn to knit socks out of for that costume. So I got myself that. And I also got some little plastic bricks in Sport, which is a Lego themed colorway, which is fantastic. And as I mentioned before, my husband is a huge fan of Lego. I also like Lego. And so I'm going to knit him socks out of this. And this is her Sport base. So, sporty gnome. So those are going to be socks for my husband. I also got this little keychain with a little hank of yarn on it. And lucky you. It's little greens and yellows. Almost reminds me of Loki in the Avengers. It's kind of his colors. So that was like $1 or something like that. So I threw that in. So I think that's it. I've got like mass destruction over here. I had it all neat in my bucket when I came out, and now I've just strewn it everywhere. So that's it from the mainland. That was a lot. Flora and fauna, I think I'm gonna save this for next week. I was gonna show it this week, but I think the episode's gonna be a little long. Someone asked me to show how I knit. They wanted to know how I purl specifically, and so I thought, kind of inspired by the Webs yarn, if you follow them on, I think it's just on Instagram, that they've been doing a contest, or hashtag rather, how we knit. And you post a little video of how you knit and get entered to win a contest. So I thought that was really inspiring. It was really cool to see how people knit, how different people, different styles. I don't think I saw anyone knit the same way. There's English and continental and lever knitting, which I didn't know about until like this week. But within that, there are lots of variations of how you hold the yarn, or how you move the needles or whatever. So that was really fun to see. If you have a chance, go check it out. It's hashtag how we knit. And so I thought, I'll show how I knit. I may tack it on to the end of this. I'm going to see how long it is. I didn't stop recording for that interruption, so I don't know what the timing is. So we'll see. But I think that's it. Now I'll put that together this week and show it next week. So look for that. I don't have anything from my holiday because I had a bunch of stuff come in. So I will say goodnight. Enjoy your day or your evening or whatever it is, and I will see you next week. Bye!